Good morning. I wanted to talk to you guys today about a book that I read this summer called Monument 14. It's by Emmy Laybourne. And I had seen some students reading this in the last couple of years and decided to pick it myself, and I was not disappointed. I can see why it was so popular. So this is a post-apocalyptic novel, which means that really it starts with like the apocalypse. It seems like the world is ending, natural disasters strike, which lead to other events. So it's a lot of action packed. But the premise is that there are 6 high school kids, some popular, some not, 2 8th graders, and 6 little kids trapped together in a chain superstore, kind of like a Walmart, when all the world kind of starts to disintegrate. So they are left to survive on their own in there, and so it has this survival element, but also a lot of relationships with the high schoolers and figuring out their place in the world, really. So at the bottom of each page you can kind of see here it says like day 1, and it goes through so you can keep track, and the action really starts on day 4. I'm going to read you part of it. It says, then came this little tink, tink, tink sound. I took out my buds to hear better. The tinks were like rain, only metallic. And the tinks turned to tinks, and the tinks turned to Mr. Reed's, the bus driver, screaming. And suddenly the roof of the bus started denting. Bam, bam, bam! And a cobweb crack spread over the windshield. With each bam, the windshield changed like a slideshow, growing more and more white as the crack shot through the surface. I looked out the side window next to me. Hail in all different sizes from little to that can't be hail was pelting the street. Cars swerved all over the road. Mr. Reed, always the lead foot, slammed on the gas instead of the brake, which is what the other cars seemed to be doing. Our bus hurtled through the intersection, over the median, into the parking lot of the local Greenway Superstore. It was fairly deserted because it was maybe 7:15 by this point. I turned around to look back at the bus toward Astrid, and everything went in slow motion and fast motion at the same time. As our bus slid on the ice, swerving into a spin. We went faster and faster. My stomach was in my mouth. My back was pressed to the window like in some carnival ride for maybe 3 seconds, and then we hit a lamppost, and there was a sick metallic shriek. I grabbed to the back of the seat in front of me, but then I was jumbling through the air. Other kids went flying too. There was no screaming, just grunts and impact sounds. I flew sideways, but hit somehow the roof of the bus. Then I understood that our bus had turned onto its side. I was screaming along the asphalt on its side and shuddered to a stop. So as you can see, like just page 4, there's a lot of action in this book, a lot of excitement. So if you like that kind of movie or other books that sound like that, this would be a good one for you.